Alhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar. Today we want to continue again with chapter 25, the Al-Furqan. Dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ending this chapter with the characteristics of those of his slaves. And he has associated them with his name of Ar-Rahman. Why? Because these people understood that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have made on earth for them, sun, moon, mountains, oceans, name it, is mercy from Allah. Everything is serving, even all the organs in your body is serving a purpose. Imagine you have somebody who's something is wrong with his liver, or something wrong with his heart, or something wrong with one of his knees. What happened? He can't function. So every person who has all of these things, and also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything around us is here to serve. So this is rahmah. This is mercy from God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What does that mean? That means that those people realize these blessings. And that's why they worship Allah. They obeying Allah and obeying His Messenger willingly. They're convinced that this is just the small fraction paying back of what Allah have given them. That's number one. Number two, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep going with these characteristics. And then الَّذِينَ يَبِيتُونَ لِرَبِّهِمْ سُجَّدًا وَقِيَامًا. They wake up at night. They want, that's the closest time you'll be with Allah. The closest time when you feel the taste of worshiping, the taste of the prayer is when you at night time, 1, 2, 3 hours before sunrise. At that time, everybody's sleeping. At that time, people will pray, and you will feel that you are Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is give you a gift for you waking up and praying to Him. So they connected. And you see, Allah will not give this chance to anybody. The person has to be really close to Allah, to God, to be able to do that. To wake up at night and worship Him and pray to Him. So they prostrate, they stand up in worshiping, in asking Him for forgiveness, in asking Him for help. وَالَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا اصْرِفْ عَنَّا عَذَابَ جَهَنَّمَ. Indeed, they ask Allah, they know that the worst thing could happen to them is being thrown in hell. And this is a message for everybody. Muslim, non-Muslim, there is hell. And Allah will recreate us, will bring us back physically. And whoever does not follow the guidance of this book, the Quran, whoever is not following the guidance of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, unfortunately, will be thrown there. I mean, I'm just trying to be clear, straightforward. All these beautiful models, all these handsome men, all these celebrities around us, all these billionaires around us, all these kings, all these actors, all of those people, if they not coming back, instead of spreading corruption on earth, instead of spreading all sort of injustice on earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hold them accountable and will be held and they will do it in hell. All these rulers who killing directly or indirectly innocent people in all over the places of the world. All these politicians who are killing directly or indirectly or making others suffer. A baby or a 4 or 5 years old child who have his hand cut, or who lost his foot, or he lost his eye, or he became blind. He will be suffering all of his life because of one politician or few people ganged together to inflict pain on this child. They will be held accountable. The people who cater for them, the people who support them indirectly or directly, their destination will be hell. It's very clear. So the believers will come and stand up at night and ask God to spare them hell. Get us away from hell, Ya Allah. We don't want to be there in that place. إِنَّ عَذَابَهَا كَانَ غَرَامًا. Indeed, its punishment is everlasting. Its punishment it's huge, so expensive, no coming back. إِنَّهَا سَاءَتْ مُسْتَقَرًّا وَمُقَامًا. Indeed, it's the worst place to stay and the best and the worst place to settle, because it's going to be everlasting forever. It's just we're living here in just a small period of time. A person has to have restraining, controlling himself. You'll see that these believers, categories, one characteristic of them, they're able to restrain. They're able to say no. They're able to say no, I'm not going to indulge. They're able to say no when somebody inviting them for falsehood. Somebody's inviting them for corruption. They say no. They're able to restrain, control themselves. وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا أَنفَقُوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again bringing the spending. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is trying to tell the believers that you are in the middle way. It's a balanced. You have to be balanced. Allah doesn't want you 24/7 worshiping Him. No. He doesn't want you 24/7 also going after the desires of life. He wants you to be balanced. A portion of your time for Him. A portion of your time to work and provide for your family. A portion for time to rest. That is the balance. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have created everything in your body goes with chemistry. And within that chemistry is something called equilibrium. Everything is balanced each other. Everything on earth, you see the sun, you see the earth, there is balance between the gravity of the earth going to the sun, and also there is a balance between the velocity. The earth is moving around the sun. That's what makes the earth go on an orbit. So the balance between your action as a believer. Balance. You be balanced. As a believer, balanced, not extreme to any side, to the liberal side, or not extreme to the extremist side. You're in the middle. وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. We have made you a middle nation. Muslims, the people of Muhammad ﷺ, they are a middle way. They're merciful. They're kind. They're just. وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا أَنفَقُوا. When they spend, moderation. They spend with moderation. They don't spend excessively. Somebody who really makes 100,000 goes buying a 200,000 car to show off. Somebody who makes 2,000-3,000 a week, he goes and dine $500 dish. They're moderate. They know that in their money there is portion for the needy. It's not their money. They're only guardians on that money. So they are moderate when they spend. They're unbalanced, and they're not stingy. They don't keep everything for themselves. And they take the money away. They don't spend on their families. They don't spend on the neighbors. And also, yes, you have to give your neighbors a gift. You be kind to a neighbor. And also, they spend on who? Their extended family if they're needy. Father, mother, sister. These are the believers. These are the qualities of the believer. They're not here from themselves. They're here to buy the paradise by their action. They're here to get to the paradise and ask Allah to give them the paradise by showing their actions. Lip service no longer will work with Allah. It doesn't work. It's what you do. It's how you act. And they tell you, an act of kindness is better than 100 words. An act of kindness, an act of giving, not just lip service. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر